Hey, Wizards, it's Kieran Ashhammer, and we are back again for the next episode of the Dual School Fire and Storm walkthrough. We got to go talk to Dr. Witch, who seems like a doctor, but's a witch? I don't know. It's so confusing. Anyways, let's go ahead and give her a talking to, and she'll tell us what we need to do next. Right.
Did you get my photo? Splendid. What? Yes, the Malagus turns invisible. Don't be obtuse. Now, there, you see that? Of course you don't.
Oh, that's right. So last thing we did is we took a whole bunch of pictures of the Malagast and other spirits, and we figured out the Malagast goes invisible. That's probably why he was able to escape pretty quick from us each time. Nice. Isn't that fascinating?
But what we have here is a map of swords of the Malagast spirit. Likes, dislikes, and what releases it. Just need a concoction of, let's see. Some of this, a little of this. None of those. Definitely one of these, and that should be that. Solomon, hold out your sword. There. With that, you can release the Malagast's spirit to enter the next realm. I'll send you my bill. Well, bills. Be seated when reading them.
Then we've but one task, Wizard. Confront Hierarch Lucian. When the Master is imperiled, the dog will rush to his aid.
Well, very good. Unfortunately, she seemed really creepy about that bill thing. And my gold is kind of low, so I'm not looking forward to that. Okay, let's get this going. By the way, guys, I want to say thanks. Remember, there's 3 free things you can do to support the channel. You can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you can also go ahead and drop me a comment. Thank you, everybody who does that. And if you're considering it, thank you for considering it. And if you follow through, boy, that's awesome. Okay, let's confront this little Weasley little lemur Lucian.
The impertinence! You dare return after your banishment?
Cast no aspersions, Lucian. After all, it is not I who unleashed the Malagast.
Whatever do you mean, sir? I did not unleash the Malagast! Run, my brothers and sisters! Run from the beast! These heathens have rods!
Huh. On the same stage, even.
He flees to his home. Pursue him, Wizard. Leave this demon to me.
He gets easy one. Okay, well, let's head on to his home and let's confront Lucian. By the way, guys, I stream some Wizard every Monday night. I hope you get. I do stream sporadically throughout the rest of the week, so watch for stream announcements, and hopefully we'll see you there. Love to have you hanging out. Okay, Lucian is a him. Okay, let's go ahead because he is a cheater. Lucian. And I think he's beatable. I just don't know how beatable he is. So, let's see here. Hierarch Lucian. So let's see what his cheats are going to be, because we do want to deal with him and get him taken care of. Okay. So, he has his bunch of cheats. Let's read through these. That way we're prepared. See, after all these times playing, I'm actually starting to think through these fights before I jump into them. Okay. There may be okay, so he might state 2 rules at once, which can lead to me being rewarded or punished instead. Okay, so you're late. If a wizard's late, okay, we won't be that way. New rule, you must blade. At the end of the first round, he'll shout this out. If you blade, you get a tower shield. If you don't, then he will cast weakness. Ooh, that sucks. Okay, new rule, you must heal. At the end of the round, he'll shout this out. Yes, obedience is key. Okay, new rule, strike all your friends and be rewarded. At the beginning of the 3rd round, he'll cast Beguile on a random wizard. If a wizard casts an AoE damage spell, if there is targets, he'll cast da-da-da-da and remove da-da-da-da. While Beguiled, casting a spell that is against the rules is allowed until the effect wears off. Okay, so, not too tough. Let's make sure that, let's check our deck. So we already got heals in there and stuff. So for our deck, let's just go ahead and we'll leave that in there. But let's make sure we have a few extra blades. That way, in case we need to start dropping cards for a blade, we got a few extra blades. And might as well just have a few extra heals, just in case we have to do that. Now, I'm not gonna use my precious pixie. Someday I might actually have enough pixie spell card. Well, I don't know. I think there's a way to make pixie. I don't know. Maybe. Things have gotten so strange in getting the extra spells nowadays. So there we go. So let's see here. Heals. Ooh, do I have anything? Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll throw some satyrs in there. Okay. Maybe a few more blades. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, there we go.
Like my pets? I learned to control them in a lost sanctum of the judge I discovered beneath the old town. It's also where I found my manivore. An invisible monster to do all my good work. And it is good. A village needs morals, needs discipline, needs to not use words I dislike. These are simple people. They don't need mana. Mana corrupts, distracts, leads to the casting of vulgar spells. So my Malakast gobbles it up.
Ooh, look at all the pictures of the old one he has hanging down here. This guy.
As a bonus, it also frightens the misbehavers. All in the name of peace and tranquility, and not being irksome. You, however, are disruptive. You enable the troublemaker, Solomon Crane. You trespass where you don't belong. You are unwelcome.
Let's take him down. Hierarch Lucian. Okay, very good. So I think we have the challenge. Yeah. So so it's always good to double check the cheats before you go into a fight. That goes ahead and preps you for what might be happening here. And yeah, very good. I don't think he's going to do fire on us. Let's have a blade ready. In fact, let's just go ahead and throw this on him right away. Whew. Okay, very good, very good. With that on him, and maybe a blade or two, we might be able to knock him out fairly quickly. New rule, I must blade. Well, I like that rule. Okay, luckily enough, I do have a blade available. We're going to kick that to the side. And blade. So if we blade, that means obedience is key. Very good. We get a shield. I like that. Yep. I mean, he's still going to hit us, but that shield's going to negate the... Just barely negate. Just slightly negate the faint thing. Oh. What the heck? That's not right. That's against the rules? What? Okay, so the Maycast kind of wrecked the rules on us. That sucks. Okay. And that's a 50%er? Jeez, that's really terrible. Terrible stuff. Okay. Man, that kind of just wrecks the whole hit. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Well, we need to get rid of the white. So... if I cast another spell that's not the right spell, he'll hit me with another... Okay. Well, so we just gotta wait for the beguiled thing to run out. Okay, that's a better rule. Okay, so our pet was trying to help us out, but in the end, the pet cast worked against us, and it triggered the cheat, so we got that stupid 50 plus on it. Oh, this is going to suck if he's going to keep hitting us with this over and over again. Well, that's slightly different. Not any better. Slightly different. What the freaking heck? So every time I cast a blade, is it going to, like, take that off? Okay. Well, I don't want to just lose the blades, so might as well get rid of the meteor strike. Okay, this is going to be a longer fight than I expected. Okay, the beguile sucks. That's going to hit me. Okay, so... maybe I should have... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's fire a dragon. This is frustrating the way the cheats have worked out. But we need to get rid of the other guy, and we need to get rid of that stupid negative 50. It's annoying. So okay, we got this. We got this. I think that was the right call. Your obedience is key. I'm not sure. Oh, jeez, this is gonna hurt if it's huge. Okay, so this fight's a little bit tougher than I expected. I don't know why that's getting cast, though, because I'm not late. Negative 100% mantle? Jeez. Well, at least I didn't have a blade to lose. Well, it doesn't matter, because I get it back again because... Oh, it's annoying. Okay, that poison's going to be a problem. Well, it's gonna be against me, so... Oh, crap. So he changed the rules twice on me. Yeah, so there's a bug, so the rules are all kind of messed up, so we just gotta try to finish them off. And this will fizzle, most likely. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we can't do this anymore. This is like killing us. And he's going to hit me with a... No, Beguile doesn't trigger, so... Well, I mean, the rules seem kind of bizarre anyway, so we'll see. We have to get rid of him, because we're in rough shape here. Okay, we're kicking that. We're going to Rage Bull him. I think this is the smart move right here. Maybe healing would have been the smart move. I thought we had initiative. Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, that fire dragon should have finished him off, but that negative 50 was terrible. I must blade. Well, looks like I'm going to get hit. What the heck? Well... It seems... I don't know. I mean, it didn't even let me cast anything that last round. Was it because I was beguiled? What the heck? Okay, so why does every time I put up a blade, that it casts... New rule. Okay. If you place a tower shield on them, that's against rules. The blade, the higher Glucian will cast weakness. Why does he keep casting and removes my blade every time he... You know, this is... What the heck? It's like I'm not even getting a chance at this. So there's some... So... This is bizarre. It's like I'm not even getting a chance to cast anything. Yeah, this fight is totally bugged out because it's not following any of the rules that are in there. There may be a bug in which he'll say 2 rules at once, which can lead to you being rewarded and punished or punished twice. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. This is, yeah, it's not even letting me cast. What the freaking heck? It won't even let me cast a freaking spell. And now I'll oh, you know what? What's most frustrating in the game sometimes is when you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and it is by no effect of your own. It's bugged out. It's not even letting you do what you can. Now I'm going to die, not for anything of my own, but because the game is bugged out. Sorry. Very rarely do I do, usually I lose just because I suck. But this is the first time the fight's really been totally bugged that I've had a loss. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. I guess we can go back in and, oh, you know what? This happened last in Caramel. Yeah, this happened in Caramel with the Oogie Boogies. Remember that? This happened in Caramel with the Oogie Boogies. It was totally bugged out, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't cast. We couldn't even get a hit in, right? To take down what we needed to take down. Okay, well, we're going to kick this away. Okay, pass. Let's see what he does. Okay, so we follow the rule, right? That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the rule. Okay, now, your obedience is key. But watch what happens. Strike all your friends and be rewarded. Okay, so is this going to cause me not to cast a spell now? I don't, And it's only supposed to change the rule. Yeah, so I don't get to cast anything now. Wow. Okay, let's get rid of the rhino. What the heck? Ah. Okay, so since I don't have any friends... Am I still beguiled? No, I'm not. We're hitting. I don't care. I'll take the black mantle for right now. Just so I can get a hit in. Get rid of the stupid rhino. Okay, knew the black mantle was coming. But you know what? We might have this fight won with that mod. With that mode. He's going to keep cheating, though. So here's the key. Yeah, he's going to keep cheating. So we got to watch the beguiled because the 2 cheats at the time are what messed this fight up. Yeah. Ooh. Well, there we go. Okay, so here we go. That's going to affect us. As against the rule, so is he going to hit a black mantle? Yeah. Now I must blade. And the blade will not work. But I think we've won the fight, so I don't think it matters. Okay, so the double cheat is what messes this up. Because he gets confused. But we got him. Hey, hey, hey!
Why? Why can you not understand? All I wanted was peace and quiet, and for the people to never use the word societal. Was that too much to ask?
I believe he is bested, Wizard. Should we not check on Solomon?
Yes, we should. And there we go, guys. We beat Lucian. Okay, so beware. If that one is bugged, it seems like the best thing to do is try to get that big hit off early and quickly, following the rules before it gets too crazy.
The beast is gone, felled by my hand. Return to your lives, all of you. The Malagast will trouble you no longer. Lucian's petty manipulations are revealed. You say the mana will flow freely now without the beast to consume it? Good. Then my work here is finished. I feel compelled to explore this world. There are more monsters to fight, evils to unearth. But where do I go first? You seek the darkest of the old judge's secrets and are enlisting a cadre of warriors to help you. I shall join this group then. Go, friend, and I will follow.
Okay, so let's go back to Telos, because now we can take the stone or the rock or whatever it is that we found and plug it in. Here we go, the harmonic gate. Yep, death. We got the death rock earlier, and that's the death door. Where do I have to... Oh, I have to talk to
Wizard,
Design
may
first.
we speak?
Well, I guess so. Let's talk to Design.
I have been pondering our latest adventure. Lucian was a bad person, was he not? Lying, manipulating his followers into obeying him? Was the Old One not the same way? He abducted these people, presented himself as their founder, and twisted their hopes and destinies. In his mind, I find such pride in his machinations. And the part of me that is not him, that was sickened with the realization of what I did to him, it is likewise sickened by what he did to these people. I do not wish to be him, Wizard. I think I tire of this shape. Proceed to the harmonic gate, Wizard.
Okay, so now he doesn't want to be like Design. And I mean, like the old one. Interesting. Oh, now we are on to the
This
Mythgate.
will do, I think. I don't know yet what I am to become, if I am to become anything at all. But I wish it to be better than the old one. And with this lock opened, we are a step closer to his world synthesizer. What next? Very well, Wizard. Let us check in on Quatermain in his hall, then plot our next destination.
Okay, let's go talk to our buddy Quatermain in the Hall of Justice. Well, it looks like the Hall of Justice. Yeah. Very good. Old classic comic book fun. Yeah.
Ha! The wizard! You return! Your newest bird friend tells a most interesting tale.
Verily, wizard, I repeated the words of the old judge's ethereal manifestation. That stallion is the template which created the heroes of this world.
Ridiculous! There is no horse stuck in my family tree!
I only know that which I was told.
This debate should be put on hold, good friends, for we must continue our quest for the synthesizer. And I have a clue! Ha-ha!
What's your clue?
First, what do you think, the wizard? This place is shaping up into quite the Hall of Heroes, no? But enough boasting. The clue! While you were away, I spoke to the hierarchs. I think one of the stations indicated on your map is in a lost region called Mandoria. It is a legend. No lemur has ever set paw there. But with your map, the position of the sun, and a seance or two, I think I found it! The route goes through the Wildlands, the Night Forest, and a place called the Badlands. Don't forget to use the teleporty doodad. Off you go.
Okay, well, let's go ahead. So... Mandoria is where we're headed, so that means we gotta get to the Badlands. And the teleporty doodad, once we set it up, will make life a little bit easier. And there we go. Okay, so if you guys are not familiar with the story of Lemuria, basically this is a world that was created by this guy called the Old One, who was part of the guys who started the Cabal out of the Arcanum when there was a split. Yes. And basically, he fell through a cavity, never to be seen again. Design, which is this nebulous entity that came through the portal, is now pretending... Well, was pretending he was him, but now decided not to use his. We'll take that. decided not to use his form anymore, and he created, and so basically they created, we're searching this world because, one, we need to save the lemurs because they were getting ready to, well, something bad was going to happen. So at the Arcanum, we decided to go ahead and expand the world out, which we did, and now we are exploring because we need to get control of this dangerous contraption called the World Synthesizer, because it seems kind of dangerous. And so we in the Arcanum, that secret organization that's trying to save the spiral, yes, doesn't that sound interesting, is looking for a way to do this. Oh, I guess I could teleport here. Anyways, okay. So we gotta get to the route through the Badlands through here. So that's kind of where we're at, and that's a quick rundown on the story. So we're trying to get the information. And so basically what we're doing is we're searching for, we're going through this old one story that he left, because apparently he kind of set this place up to have a whole bunch of tests so these people would eventually evolve into what he needed.
Do my keen senses detect footfalls? Quickly, you must come here. I require your aid.
And it seems like he created heroes in all the areas of this world so that one would eventually rise and become the sign of the old one or something like that. Kind of like we were the sign of the barley. Let's talk to this duck down here.
Ah, wonderful. I could use some assistance. In exchange, I'll happily guide you wherever you go, for I am Duck Savage, the Duck of Bronze. You're looking for the Old One's monitoring station in Mandoria? Huh, I was searching for that exact place before I was trapped here. Mandoria is a primal land, home to brutal barbarians. Its king, Mandar, attacked me. He drove me back here and trapped me in quicksand. My bronze-coated physique made me too heavy to pull myself out. Fortunately, my supreme endurance let me tread sand and keep from sinking. Unfortunately, my exceptional quad muscles churned the quicksand so well that it hardened into concrete. Can you help me? We need to soften the stone. I know a chemical mixture that should suffice. We'll need sulfur, manganese, and vitriolic acid. I recall seeing a manganese vein on my survey of this valley, and sulfur is common. The acid? Get it from the saliva of acid-tongued carnosaurs.
We should help her. Helping is the good thing to do, yes? The not old one thing.
There's no immediate rush. I can go without food or drink for another 6 weeks. On the other hand, I do have an itch on my ankle. Could you hurry?
Okay, well, let's go ahead and collect this stuff off. Now, part of the goal of the series, especially in this arc, was we're trying to do at least 5 quests a day. And we made some great progress, guys. We are getting close to the halfway point of Lemuria, believe it or not. Yeah, doesn't even seem that long. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. So we got to get some of this sulfur, which, there we go. There's well, actually, first the manganese. Manganese, sulfur, and some acid. So let's go ahead and grab the sulfur, which will be over this way. Now, very, very, very interesting how the story has continued. Also, if you'll notice that that design is trying to figure out what is right and what is wrong. He is very new to this area, and so he's basically defining these things as we go through stuff. Did you guys notice the Celestian stuff? And this world, of course, is made up of all sorts of different parts of the spiral, because that's how the old one decided to do it. He was stealing things from all different parts of the thing. Okay, so we have to knock out some carnosaurs. Sounds good. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Now we got to defeat the carnosaurs. Okay, I knew there was something like that. So yeah, so design is like building up his own personality, deciding what he thinks is right, what he thinks is wrong, and starting to come to an understanding of what right and wrong is, which I love. It's a very, very meta thing, you know, but he's coming at it not from a child growing up and learning a variety of different experiences from their parents or from those who are tasked with, you know, being their guardians and everything. He's coming to it through watching actions on a much larger scale, you know, and there's some good and maybe bad to that. Yeah, I would say, you know, not necessarily bad, but there's some good things, that's bad things. But he also is intelligent enough to want to question and dig deep, and so I think that's what we're seeing from him right now. And he's starting to represent images with certain types of behaviors, and I think that's why he decided to not look like the old one anymore. And it's a really interesting philosophical idea of how decisions and choices are made, and how one would gravitate and grow. And of course, this is often a topic of many books, whether they're science fiction or fantasy or even just psychological. This stuff comes up quite a bit, and a lot of people question things like that. So it's a very common thing, and nothing wrong with that. But it's also good for storylines. There's been lots of different ways that authors and stuff have treated this type of storyline over the years, and it's fun that it made it into Wizared101, I think. Okay, there we go. Knocked out the Connoisseur. Did we get what we need? I think we had to get like 4 of them. We got 1. That's beautiful. I love it when you do defeat and collects and you only get 1 of what you need. Okay, well, let's do this again. Very good. So how are we doing? We're actually right on track with what we need to do to be able to move past, cover all of the different quests that we're trying to do. One of the things that's kind of funny about the 4th arc that we're in right now is you don't get a lot of gear drops from these guys, which is interesting. I think it's kind of good because I think your overgear dropped earlier in the game, which can be kind of it's good for like things like, I guess it's good for things like what do you call it? For gold, right? So you're usually overflowing gold. Right now I am like kind of low on gold, and I still have a few more spells I want to buy, like some gardening spells and some other things like that. So gold's become kind of a premium. So it's interesting. You forget all the things you can use gold for. And the 4th arc, unless you go farming gold, gold does not come as easy as it used to in the last 3 arcs. So that's something that's interesting that I find. But also, gold's pretty useful, too, because if you aren't good at crafting the gear and trying to upgrade your gear, the bazaar then becomes a really good option for you, especially if you tend to overlevel. Like, the experience that you start getting in these arcs really does level you up really quick. Like, I believe I'm already at the level for this world, okay? I'm already at the max level for this world when it first came out, which is interesting in itself, okay? Because I'm at level 152, and max level for this world was 150, right? Because the max level for Caramel was... the max level for Caramel itself, when that came out, was 130. No, 140. The max level before that, at the end of arc number 3, was 130. And so we're already at 150, and that's the max level for this, and we've hit 150 almost right at the beginning of the world, which is really interesting when you think about it, because that just tells you how quickly the experience adds up. And I'm not doing any side quests, if that tells you something. Yeah, I'm not doing any side quests. Like, all the way up to this arc, you would not hit that max level until about halfway through it, okay? Which I think is pretty fair when you're trying to gather gear and everything and trying to get everything that you're needing to do. But they need to go back around and rebalance the XP. They do. That's one of the things they need to do in this last arc, is they need to come back in there and rebalance the XP, because right now the XP where it sits, it overlevels you very quickly. Now, I think they thought they fixed that by hitting the lock on XP or lock on level, the level lock option now for the wizards. They put that in, I think a couple updates ago. I haven't used a whole lot. I don't know if I necessarily see the point. It might be good for like PvP and stuff. I don't know on PvE whether it's that big of a deal or not. But unfortunately, right now, with the fact that you can just go up whenever. Yes, we got it all. Now it's time to get Duck Savage out of there. Very good. But now with the way that the XP is just freely given in these worlds, you get over-leveled really quick. So I would think that would be something that they might want to make some adjustments to, because I don't think you really need to be over-leveled. Look, there's a Mushu building right there. Mushu, Celestia. The Badlands and Mandoria is one of the places where you can really see all the different varieties from other worlds as far as different architecture and stuff that was stolen. Okay, there's Duck Savage. Let's give her what she needs.
Ah, good, you're back. I appreciate your haste. Now, let's get to work. I'll mix the components. The acid will turn the manganese into potassium manganate, which will bond to the sulfur to create a powerful solvent. Don't worry, My bronze exterior won't be affected by the chemical. I'd stand back if I were you, though. The fumes can be quite toxic.
Okay. There it is, Duck Savage.
Free at last! Now I can finally make a proper introduction. Dr. Claire Savage Jr. at your service. They call me the Duck of Bronze.
And it looks like we found another of the heroes of Lemuria.
I'm in your debt, wizard. I'm a bit stiff from corrosion and weak from months without food. But at last my expedition to Mandoria can continue. And yours, of course. After that unfortunate setback, I can go back to my expedition. I'll happily help you with yours. One good turn deserves another. I was looking for the Old One's monitoring station in Mandoria. We discovered the one in Sky City, my home, long ago. I want to compare the two.
Odd. When I sift through the memory passages about Mandoria in the Old One's mind, all I see are words I believe are inappropriate for children.
Okay, so the Old One didn't like Mandoria much. Interesting.
The Old One was an amazing being. His mastery of magical science is unmatched. One of his machines transformed my skin and feathers into bronze. Hence my moniker, the Duck of Bronze. My feathers are a bit tarnished, but my spirit is as strong as ever. As to that tarnish, to treat it, I need to get back to my base camp in Mandoria. Let's make for it. Come to the gates of Mandoria.
Excellent, but unfortunately, guys, with that, well, with that, we have hit our 5 quest line, and so we will be back here next time. I hope you guys have a great time. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Kieran Ashhammer for the Dual School of Fire and Storm walkthrough. Catch you later. Bye-bye.